Can you hear me, Austin?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
we're ready.
All right, I pledge allegiance to the flag
The
of the
flag
United
of the United
States
States of America and to the
and to the republic for which it
for which
stands,
it stands, one
one nation,
under God,
under God, with liberty and justice.
indivisible, for all.
All right, well, we broke up a little, but we meant well. All right. So did everybody have a chance to look at the December 9th meeting minutes?
Yes,
Any comments, additions, deletions, otherwise?
I read it and I have nothing to change on it. And I'm
Okay,
here,
no.
Wendy.
All right, looks good to me. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes from December?
So moved.
All those in favor? All right, well, we're so moved, good. They are approved. All right, public comments. I don't know if we have any public on the Zoom, but,
There's no one on Zoom and no one here in attendance either.
okay, so no public comments. Chair or members' comments? Anybody have anything they want to bring to the fore? Any concerns, any issues?
Dr. Cairns, I know at the end of the last meeting, you had said, about the merger with VNA Community Healthcare and Hospice with Yale. I was just curious what happened. You were gonna
Well,
talk about.
so good question, Lori. It's been slowed a little. It's probably not going to be finalized until May or June because there's all sorts of due diligence going on. So I did not push the envelope because they haven't finalized the deal yet. So after this is completed, I will then get much more aggressive, for lack of a better word, to push this. And I may solicit some of you to help with this process. I don't know if you guys saw it today. Yale just announced they are taking over Waterbury Hospital, Manchester Hospital, and Rockville Hospital.
Holy mackerel.
So-
Wow, they
So-
own the whole state.
So, and the issue is these smaller hospitals like Rockville is about 102 beds. They can't survive. They're going bankrupt, especially with COVID.
Oh.
So they're trying to strike a deal where, they'll have a certain amount of autonomy. It's similar to like Greenwich Hospital and Bridgeport Hospital, L&M. They're all quote unquote affiliated, but there's a lot of economies of scale that go on. So those three hospitals are going to be part of the Yale system as well. So, but I will follow up with
And
that
Lori,
as soon as that.
After our meeting last month, Lori, I met with Ed Zambrello from the VNA. They had a nice in-person meeting with him to talk about the Stronghouse and how that will be moving forward. And he said, they're still in discussions as to keeping the Stronghouse a part of their geriatric strategic plan. But he'll keep me updated. So it'll be, we'll hear from them when we do.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other comments? If not, let's move to old business. If there's anything that we have to follow up on.
So that's what I was going to follow up on. So
Okay,
that's what I was going to talk about.
all right, good. Yeah, Lloyd, and as soon, like I said, as soon as this deal is signed, we'll then maybe put a little group together to go meet with the new powers that be at Yale, who I know that. I just say, okay, let's try to make sure this is kept at the forefront. Okay, new business, program activity update.
Thanks. So yeah, just wanted to go over a couple new programs we're offering and just let you know that, all programs are in person, ongoing, and, senior center is wide open. We have, only thing is you need to wear a mask when you come in, but all of our programs, activities, exercise classes, grocery shopping, everything is full scale, 100%. So we are open for business. Coming up in March, we're doing a Q&A with our probate judge, Judge Barrett. So that'll be good. He does that every year or so. Walks people through the process of going through probate, what you need to do to avoid probate, how to make it a simpler process for you. So that'll be coming up in March. We're also doing, we partner with Rehab Concepts quite often to run our health programs. So they'll be doing a Heart Healthy Month of March with some programming tied around heart health. And then we also have AAA safe driving classes, which we've offered for a while now. And they're free instead of paying. Used to have to pay AARP for them, but AAA does them and they're free, and you still get the discount off your taxes, off your car insurance. So, you know, anybody who's up for that, I think should give it a try. And we also are right in the middle of tax relief season. So on top of that, so we also have AARP does our income tax prep for folks. So we do 25 a day starting a couple weeks ago, and every day is full until April 12th, which is our last appointment.
Mm.
So those fill very quickly, and people really take advantage of that, and it saves people a bunch of money. You know how much it costs to go to an H&R Block or a CPA. It costs a lot of money to do that, and to get it done for free and be able to take your full refund if you do get one, or not have to pay if you don't get one, is a great resource. So happy to continue offering that. Starting February 1st was the kickoff to senior tax relief season. So senior tax relief goes from February 1st to May 15th. And there's four programs you could apply for. We have the local tax abatement, we have the state tax relief, we have the local freeze, and we have the local deferral. So as long as you have your tax return, if you do file a tax return, if you don't file a tax return, that's okay too. Not everybody does. You can make an appointment with Heather or myself to meet, and we will go through the application process with you. You just need to apply by May 15th. That's the drop dead deadline. So there's 319 people that need to reapply this year, plus any new folks who have turned 65 in the last year, or their financial situation has changed where they can now apply for a program where in the past they couldn't have. So 319 people in 3 months that we have to get in. And really February is, you know, the earliest you could apply, but most folks don't get their tax returns done till March or so, and then it's a big push those last 2 months to see everybody. So if Heather's door's closed, you know that she's in there doing a tax relief appointment. And they do take some time. It takes, you know, 15-20 minutes per application process, and you know, it's a great program. It helps a lot of people. It's going to help 319 people this year, plus the folks who have applied in the previous year, because a lot of these are in every other year applications. So there's 300 this year, another 300 for next year, and everyone on the freeze has to apply every year. So there's a lot of people that come in. It's a lot of time spent with everybody. It's well worth it, but just for the public to know that that's what, if the doors are closed, that's what we're doing. So everybody knows.
Sounds like things are revving up back to full steam here in Boston.
We're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there.
You know, I wasn't sure, are masks required? You said the center's open, but what's happened with masks?
Yes, you still need to wear a mask when you're in any town building.
Until
Until you're told you don't need to.
Until you don't need to. Yeah, we don't have there's no date right now. Yeah, I don't know when things will open up further with masks, but for now and until that changes, is when you're in the building, you have to wear a mask unless you're eating in the cafe.
Yeah.
So even if the governor lifts the mask mandate, it's still under the local jurisdiction that could continue here?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
So there is no mask mandate for buildings through the governor. That's just the school system. Right now, it's all local for municipalities are able to put in mandates for buildings or full town or city mandates. Those are all done by the city or the town. Really doesn't have any correlation with the schools. It does though. I mean, it's all sort of one and the same. So I think if that does go away, then we'll probably have discussions within town departments to whether we will be changing that or not.
and is there a group that drives that decision at this level, Austin? Is it the town
So,
departments? Is it the
yeah,
health?
so we're on we have an emergency operations team, which is our health director, our first select woman, our emergency operations director, Sam DeBurra, the fire marshal. I've been on that as well. So it is a group, and human resources, Paula Carabetta. So there is a group that meets to discuss all things related to COVID, and that's one of them.
Okay.
Some other updates. So we received a lot of donations in the past few weeks that I wanted to just thank folks publicly for. We received a donation from Angie Kama for our herb garden outside. So that'll allow us to, maintain the herb garden and plantings and mulch and soil throughout the summer.
Who did you get that from,
We
Austin?
received, Angie Kama, C-A-M-A. We also received a donation from Catherine Tracy for Meals on Wheels. And we received a donation from the Madison JCs and Lenny and Joe's for Meals on Wheels. And then we also received a donation directly from the JCs for Meals on Wheels as well. So they've been a big supporter of us for years now. So we like to thank all those individuals who think of the senior center when they're looking to make donations. The money for Meals on Wheels goes directly to getting these folks, a hot meal plus a welfare check every day. It's our most vulnerable population in town, and we could use all the support we could get for those folks.
Now, you were going to ask the Meals on Wheels recipients, about 80 of those. Did any of them respond, except for that one?
So we just sent out letters, or we'll be sending out letters tomorrow for the month of January, telling folks how much their meals cost for the month, how many they received times $7, and that they can donate or pay whatever they feel they can for the month, whether it's $0 or the entire amount that they would have paid. And that will take place from January through June. And then in July, we're going to actually send them a bill that they will have to pay. And we're in conversations with agencies in town to help those folks who can't afford to do that. So there'll be more updates on that forthcoming.
Okay, good. All good stuff.
Has there been any news on protecting our converters from being removed?
The catalytic converters.
Catalytic converters, yes. Thank you, Wendy. I'm not mechanical.
Me
So
neither.
yeah, I don't think that's a public discussion that we want to have, but yeah.
Sorry,
Oh, that's right.
sorry.
Okay,
Okay.
anything on the affordable housing update?
Heather, did you go on the drive around? Were you able to go and drive around? I wasn't able either. I had to pick up my grandchildren and our other car was is getting repaired. So I was gonna go. I wonder how it went.
No, and I haven't had a chance to talk to Erin either, so I'm
No.
not sure.
No, we've got a lot of information that comes at us at these meetings, and we've all been trying to read it and understand it. And so we're at the point now where we're trying to set goals for what we want to have in our plan for the town. And it's coming along. It's a kind of a complicated process, but it's coming along. What do you say? What do you think, Heather?
Yeah, I think it sounds like the majority of the first portion of the plan has sort of been written.
Mhm.
They need to, add some charts and some pictures to it to make it a little more user friendly, but the wording is there. The next meeting of the group is next Friday, February 18th at 8:30 in the morning.
Mhm.
The committee has created a second survey. So this is coming directly from the Affordable Housing Committee in town, not from SCROG. That is geared specifically to get Madison's feedback about what they would like to see, what their impressions of affordable housing are, is, and what they would like to see in town. So hopefully you got a chance to take a look at that survey, to take the survey. If not, we could send the link out to you again. We're really encouraging participation. At the meeting that we had last week, they said they had already received around 700 responses.
Yeah.
So it sounds like, the town is very engaged in the process, which is good. And like Wendy said, they're starting to take a look at the recommendations. So there's a list of potential options that the committee could take a look at, that other towns have decided to put and to include in their plans. And so this committee is going to begin to discuss the options and what they would like to include into this plan.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. I'm on another group, a state group that is a bunch of different commissions. It's seniors, it's women, it's children, and they have a big push for affordable housing. But it's interestingly enough that their definition is a little different than I think maybe the definition that's used around here, but they have a lot of resources. So if you want, Heather and Wendy, I can send you that link maybe, and you can see if some of that might be valuable or input. No point of recreating the wheel.
No,
but-
I know. That little phrase, no point in recreating the meal. I mean, the wheel. Meal. I was
You're
just
hungry, right?
dinner. That's why
Dinner time.
I was late because I was
She's
trying to
hungry.
get dinner ready so I could. Well, anyway, the Old Saybrook and Essex, we were given examples that they had, and they're beautifully impressive, well written. And I keep wanting to say, do we have to recreate the wheel? Can't we do pretty much what they did and just tailor it to our town as much as we can? And because I think they did a great job coming up with their plan.
The consultant that helped to write those plans is the consultant that we're working with. So I would imagine that our plan would look very similar to that. I think it's just really honing in on what would be Madison specific. So
Right.
in terms of, what would work here. So.
Right. So.
Okay. All right. Well, you'll keep us informed, all right, as we
Okay.
move forward.
Yep.
Okay. Well, public comments is listed again, but we have no public here, so we don't have to do that. Anybody have anything else they want to complain about?
I was wondering,
Oh, come on.
do we have enough members now that Dr. Ryan has passed away and our other friend?
We're a few short.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've been trying to think of anybody that I know that I've been seeing if they wanted to take this on. But I haven't come, I did meet somebody over Christmas time and I thought I had her, but she said, no, you don't call me, I'll call you.
Uh-oh.
I thought, okay.
Austin, can you just review the process if we
Yeah.
have somebody, or what that would have to, what would have to
Yeah, so
happen?
if you know of someone, you just have them go to their respected political party and ask to be put on the senior commission.
But if they're not,
So they could go to,
if
so
they're
if they're
not,
not affiliated, they can apply at the selectman's office. And then
Okay.
their application would then go to whatever party position we're trying to fill.
okay, okay,
So if it's a Democrat spot and you're unaffiliated, you would still go to the Democrats to be, for your position to be hashed out.
So is there one of each party open? Trying to remember.
You know, I'm not sure, who was what. I could, if you give me 1 second, I'll look it up. It'll take me just 1
Okay, I
second.
think Dr. Ryan was Republican, but I'm not
and
absolutely
I
sure.
think, Sherry, what was?
Yeah,
She was unaffiliated, I think, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
so if we can think of someone who might be
Almost
interested,
there.
we can clarify their party
So-
affiliation.
Yeah, Sherry was unaffiliated. I'm not sure, even the website hasn't been updated to show the newest members that are on here. So I would say we're down a Republican and unaffiliated. I'm not sure which party Sherry was put up by.
I
But
know
we
I
should
would-
have, we should have 9 members and we have 5. So
Oh, boy.
We need
Yeah,
4 more people.
Yeah, so,
Is that a problem if you don't have the required number? Is there a minimum number, or is that the,
no, as long as we have a quorum, as long as you can feel the quorum, so
okay,
We
so if
would
we
need-
have 5
we
out of
gotta have
9.
at
is a
least
quorum.
3. Yeah,
Oh.
okay,
All right.
well, no, you have to have a quorum of the people who are
actually members.
on the
now,
commission.
Right,
yeah.
okay. Okay, all
Well, I
right,
guess the point is, if anybody knows of anybody who might be interested, I mean, Austin, I'd be willing to talk to them. Wendy, if we, just to, even if,
Mhm.
somebody says, hey, give them a call and say. I
Yeah,
am keeping in contact with Barbara Ryan. She's okay. It hasn't been easy.
Mhm.
So if anybody wants to reach out and send her a little card or something, I
Mhm.
think she would appreciate that.
Mm. Okay,
But she's doing a lot of volunteering now, so that's
Yeah.
helping.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay,
All right, anybody
Does
have
anyone
any
else
other
have
comments?
questions for me or Heather? Anything else that you'd like
How are
to
you
talk
holding up,
about?
Austin, running 2 departments, especially now is the summer season, all the registrations and everything?
It's going fine. I have great people working for me, Heather, or with me. Heather holds down the fort here most days at the senior center. Yeah, we're doing totally fine. Both departments are going well, and lots of activities happening, lots of things coming up, lots of projects going on. If you want to know, so at Salt Meadow Park, for anyone that has been down there lately, we have a pavilion that was built over the last couple months, right at Salt Meadow. We're going to be putting in hopefully a dog park at Salt Meadow and
Mhm.
bathroom
Oh.
facilities there as well.
That's good.
If you've ever been to the back of Bauer Park, there's a boardwalk that goes from Bauer
Mhm.
Park to Polson. So you could take. We're redoing the entire boardwalk. It's all torn up and being rebuilt right now. That's happening. So lots of projects going on. That'll be benefit the entire community. We have a lot of things in our capital improvement plan that will hopefully be getting funded, some of which will hopefully be funded by the American Rescue Fund money, once that committee gets together and make some choices as to which projects they're gonna fund. So yeah, lots of exciting things happening, and yeah, just we're happy to be doing it.
All right, as long as you and Heather are not being pushed too much here, but if there's anything any of us can do, let us know.
Yeah. A lot on your plates.
It's all
Speaking
good.
of meals,
We're
Wendy.
doing a lot of good stuff.
All right,
A little while. Okay.
all right. Well, Wendy has to go eat, and
I do.
so if nobody has any other comments, the next meeting, Austin, is,
March 10th.
okay,
Thank you.
sounds good. All right, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So
I
moved.
move.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, opposed, abstain. All right, thank you very much. Be well, and the end of COVID is in sight, so.
Yes, it